Nesbonga and what you do. Then we can talk about what you've observed.
Yeah. My name is Andries Sibanyoni, a communications officer for Defender with Democracy. However, today I'm wearing a different cap and I'm election observer under the same organization of different Defender with Democracy.
Right. So, so far, how do you see the state from the voter turnout? Are the elections free and fair? What have you observed so far?
You wouldn't say that these were people who were calling each other names during the campaigns. The mood is okay. I think as South Africans, we specialize on that. What is interesting about this, I've seen a lot of young people, first-time voters as well, coming in. I've seen all the senior citizens coming in, casting their vote. And for me, that's what makes the democracy free and fair. That's what makes the democracy interesting. Because I would say there is no intimidation. Different political parties in their regalia, in their gazebos, they are sitting next to each other and having chat. And this is interesting. This is good. This shows maturity of democracy in South Africa.
And one thing that I saw is that families are coming together to actually vote. I've seen a few families coming together to come and cast their votes. This also shows you the maturity of our democracy.
Yeah, it's this thing of voters or families coming together to cast their vote shows the interesting part of South Africa. And this says to us the voter education has played its role. People are responding to that, and this is good. The elections are for everyone, especially those who are eligible to vote, and everyone in this country.
Would you suggest that the IEC should strengthen and continue with voter education so that the following elections will have more families coming together to come and cast their votes?
Yeah, I think IEC somehow it's lacking. Their voter education is in the main. It's not on the ground. It's just on TV and maybe social media. But I think their role is still important. They must improve as well on voter education so that they can reach more people and encourage the responsibility of passing the spirit of voting or participating in the democracy element like this one of voting in the entire communities. And people should come out and not only vote and still after voting hold those whom they voted in power accountable.
Thank you very much.
In terms of young people, our voters' roll this year, the huge number is actually a lot of young people who registered. Some didn't register. What do you think is actually the issue there? Is it the voter education from the IEC or the lack of understanding of what's required from them?
Yeah, remember, there have been this thing of voter apathy. But I think because some of the political parties in the country have made some inroads in that youth bracket. So hence we're seeing some response. Particularly in this country, there's high unemployment rate amongst the young people, and the people are still struggling to access education. So young people have been crying for free education and employment.
In terms of the work of election observers, we've seen a lot of them today at different voting stations. Can you just give us an understanding of what their duties are at different voting stations today?
I'm coming from an organization called Defender with Democracy. We've got about 1,286 observers across 9 provinces. So one of the key role that we have played when they start erecting the ballot boxes, they were empty, they were sealed in front of us. And when people started to vote, we saw the IEC officials also stamping the ballot papers to officiate them. That is our role, so that we don't receive spoiled papers. Because if your ballot paper is not stamped, and then it's going to be regarded as a spoiled paper. But what is glad about us, the majority of South African democracy, there's no tension. That's what we are looking for, and that's what we would regard as free and fair elections in this aspect.